guys, how are we doing? It's Smart and Cliff here, and in this video I wanted to talk a little bit, and I'm going to call this my digital life, just talk about what I do in this room really. Obviously I play my guitar. I'm playing Prince, which is my Suhr S4, one of my Suhr S4s, the purple one. It's tuned weird, C, G, D, G, B, E. So there are no normal chords or anything on that. It's a bit odd. But I record guitar in here. I write a lot of music. I use it for arranging as well. I work in a school primarily. My YouTube stuff is definitely on the side. I would like to do more recording, but primarily, yeah, I'm working in a school at the moment, doing a mixture of music, coaching stuff. I run some ensembles, doing some guitar stuff, and also producing multimedia video content. I have videos rendering at the moment, so that's the bulk of my work. So this is my workspace. You'll have seen in my last video a tour of the studio. I didn't have my video lights up at the time. I now do. That's why I'm currently being blinded from one side. But yeah, so part of this whole being in Hong Kong and working in a very small space thing that makes life tricky. So ergonomics is really important to the way that I work. I don't like clutter. I have an enormous amount of stuff in a very small space, but generally to be as organised as possible it is really key. So I have stuff conveniently located. So for instance, just off camera, but my laptop is on top of my keyboard stand, which is when I'm sat normally at my desk just to my left. My two screens are in front of me. My iPad is just below the screens, in between the keyboard and the thing at the moment, so then my iPad moves around to different points. It's all about having stuff to hand. My main bass and guitars are literally just to my side, so if I have an idea and I want to get that down, I can do that very quickly. All these things all kind of enhance workflow, but as well as that, I'm very sort of hot on cable management and things like getting unnecessary wires, unnecessary clutter out of the way. So I have stuff stored in different rooms, tucked away in drawers, all that kind of thing. But the things that I need to have to hand are to hand. So in terms of my digital life, I spend not a huge amount of time on social media or forums these days. Over various periods of my life, I've spent a lot of time doing those things, and I've grown away from that as I've got older and got more disillusioned as more and more people are visiting the kind of forums that I was on. I'll occasionally visit and post. I'm a member of a few guitar groups on Facebook, but other than that, generally, yeah, just my OCD, I guess you would call it, is such that I have a completionist kind of mentality, which when it comes to reading popular forums, it is a real challenge. It's something I've had to learn to not try and read everything and respond to everything and all that kind of thing. So it's something that I have worked on, and I'm getting there with managing to pull myself away from that. Also, not watching every single YouTube video from every single person I subscribe to, which now I feel bad in a sense that people are producing this content, but yeah, whether 5,000 or 5,001 people watch a video doesn't make a lot of difference. I watch the ones that interest me. I don't have time in my day to watch everything. In the same way, yeah, I'm very grateful to the people who will come and watch my videos. I know that when I was doing the video a day things, that became too much for some people, so no, fair enough. Hopefully these now 2 videos a week will be much more easy to digest. So yeah, that's it. I'm not a big gamer. I play the odd game. This is why I have Xbox controllers, and I mostly play the Traveller's Tales Lego games, the Star Wars ones and the superhero ones, just generally because I don't want to get too caught up mentally in the whole gaming process. I want something, if I'm going to play a game, I want to do it just as relaxation. Maybe I've been editing and arranging music and what have you for 5, 6, 7 hours in here, and I just want to kick back and do something different that doesn't require my brain. It's in the same way the shows that I watch on television tend, although we don't really watch them on television anymore, tend to watch them over the internet, tend to be things that are engaging but don't require too much thought. I'm not into the really heavy procedural stuff or what have you. I watch things like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I'll watch Gotham, Arrow, these kind of shows that are entertainment first, and okay, they're well made, there's good plots, it's not just TV for TV's sake. I'm not someone who can just have stuff on in the background, and if I have this 15 billion videos on YouTube that I can have on, just filling the background noise thing. But I am selective with what I watch. Again, because I just would otherwise spend too much time doing that. I also try and spend as little time as possible wearing my glasses. These are nice glasses, they're a bit dirty, but they're very lightweight, but still I try and get away from the staring at the screen kind of thing whenever I can. I enjoy reading real books. So yeah, it's definitely, life has changed digitally and electronically and in many other ways. Anyone who's been watching my channel for a long time will know that my life is very different from how it was 5 years ago, both in terms of work and obviously the location I'm in, and things like financial situation have all changed significantly. So life is, it's full of ups and downs, and finding the things that engage you, and they don't always have to engage you for a long period of time. Recently I've been watching lots of things about desk management and this kind of things, and PCs and all that. And that's something generally I'm not interested in, but while I've been doing this redesign of the studio and reworking stuff and seeking inspiration, I have pictures around me that are things that inspire me. My guitars inspire me. This is why the guitars I have in this room are my Suhrs and my little bass, and all my other guitars are in either the next door room or the living room or wherever back in the UK. So it's about surrounding yourself with things that inspire you, and this is what works for me. Having as little excess kind of pressing in on you as possible, and that's certainly as someone working in a very small space, because all bases are small in Hong Kong, it's something that I think is important. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. I hope that has kind of given you some insight into this whole thing. I will be talking in future videos about things like my video edit process and all that kind of thing. It's very difficult to shoot videos about video because the thing that I'm shooting the video on is the thing I would need to shoot a video of, and complicated. So but I'm working out how to do that. I am looking at getting another camera fairly soon, so I'll be able to do more dual camera stuff that is of the highest quality, because I am aware that my JVC camcorders are starting to get long in the tooth and the picture quality is a bit crispy. So they're fine for shooting long form videos of events and stuff, but for all this YouTube stuff and all that kind of stuff, I'm going to try and just keep things short, keep things on the shot on the SLRs, so that it's better quality for you guys and easier for me to then edit together and keep consistent. So I think that's all I've got to say in this video. Thank you for watching. As ever, like, comment, share, subscribe, all if you're not already, all that kind of thing. Really appreciate what you're doing. I'm just a guy in Hong Kong making YouTube content. Take care, guys. Speak to you soon.